Hello, good morning. Today we are going to present about Spirulina in nutritional and pharmaceutical approach. This topic will be presented by me, Farhana Najerom, with matching number 1 and 369, and also by my partner, Ifa Umira. So, yeah. Before we proceed into further detail about Spirulina as nutritional supplement and pharmaceutical, I'm going to introduce to you about what is Spirulina. Spirulina comes from a domain of bacteria with phylum of Cyanobacteria and class of Cyanophyceae with order Oscillatories, family Microcoleaceae, genus Archosphaera, and the species is Archosphaera platensis. But Archosphaera platensis are commonly known as Spirulina, as we all know. And actually, Spirulina is a blue-green algae with symbiotic bacteria. And it also have a microscopic and filamentous cyanobacterium. It have a spiral and helical nature of filament, which, okay. And the benefit of Spirulina is that it can reduce cholesterol and it can reduce cholesterol and cancer, which the reduction of cholesterol is called the anti-atherogenic effect. Also, Spirulina can enhance immune system. It also can increase lactobacilli in human intestine because Spirulina it have a strain that promote microbial growth and as well as can inhibit microbial growth. So it depends on the strain, which strain we are going to increase and which strain are going to inhibit. So next, Spirulina also can reduce nephrotoxicity by heavy metals and drug, and also radiation protection. Nephrotoxicity is actually a poisonous effect that can poison our kidney, which is called nephrotoxin. And Spirulina have benefits which it can reduce the nephrotoxicity in our kidney, basically. So next, Spirulina have been experimentally proven in vitro and also in vivo, which it is effective to treat allergies, anemia, cancer, hepatotoxicity, viral and cardiovascular disease, hyperglycemia, which is commonly known as diabetes, hyperlipidemia, cholesterol, and immunodeficiency, and also inflammatory process. That's the commonly the disease that can be cured or prevented by Spirulina. Not necessarily cured, but it actually can be prevented and can be reduced by Spirulina when we consume Spirulina extract. The crux of the matter is that the common issue that are related to Spirulina is that Spirulina are often known. It have present of lead, mercury, cadmium, and arsenic, and also nickel copper enzyme. But nickel copper enzyme are not have low present in Spirulina. Why does Spirulina have this type of heavy metal? Because Spirulina is a type of cyanobacteria, which it is an effective accumulator, which it can excrete something that called hydromaxate genetic agent, which is a carrier tools to increase the trace metal pools available near the cell surface. So it tends to accumulate the metals it collected from its environment. So which it is reported to be very few, and the adverse effect is headache, muscle pain, flushing of the face, sweating, and difficult to concentrate. In Spirulina as well, it have this substance called microcystin, which are produced by Spirulina itself. It can be toxic to the consumer's liver. The microcystin are produced naturally in Spirulina, but when it is consumed in what we call in excess level, it can cause liver problem. So that's why when we are taking spirulina, we need to consider this microcystin level in the spirulina itself. And also, spirulina may worsen autoimmune condition, as well as it can slow down the blood clotting system in human. So the band-aid approach for the problem that have been stated is that the approach that can be done by the manufacturer is that they can terminate the algae growth. The algae growth means the spirulina that have been infected or that are contaminated by heavy metal. Next, the manufacturer need to be strict and reliable control to prevent serious public health problem. And the culture of spirulina need a proper control and management, for the monoculture. And the risk assessment process should be held as well, as the information on the contaminant can be gained from the risk assessment process. And this factor should be continuously studied and monitored to prevent the problem getting more serious in the future. And by the consumer, the approach that can be done before taking spirulina tablet, for example, they need to purchase the product that are trusted and have been tested by the third party. For Malaysian, the product need to be approved by Kementerian Kesehatan Malaysia itself. Next I will pass the floor to Ipah.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, I will continue the presentation. So, my name is Ifah. Okay, so about the research we have been read is the strength of the research. Okay, what I have found the strength of the research is the topic of the article are clearly defined. Okay, as you can see here, I chose the article that titled Functional Composition, Nutritional Properties and Biological Activities of Moroccan Spirulina microalgae. So based on what I read, the topic of article always focus on the subject, which is the functional composition of the spirulina itself, from the abstract until the conclusion itself. Okay, so next, the evaluation of the subject also have been written detail. What detail means that the researcher include the evaluation of other parameters such as the water content of the water content of the pool of the spirulina, and also the energy value of the 100 gram of spirulina itself. What that I found at the discussion part of the journal. Okay, so next, the evaluation also associated with other microbes to make the research more precise and accurate, such as the fungi and the bacteria, where the researchers did the microbial activity of the spirulina testing at the part of the discussion, make the journal and the research is more precise. We can believe more the research based on their outcome. Okay, so next, the text also well clearly written in orderly way, means that the journal is easy to understand, and the language also is not very hard to understand as well, and the journal also written in the right format. Okay, next, the sampling place also was clearly stated, which is the specific place was mentioned in the introduction part of the journal, which is from the sampling was placed at the artificial pond culture region of source Massadra, Morocco, source Africa. Means that if we know the exit place of the sampling, we can know the condition of the place. Okay, so next, the researcher also used various methods to analyze data, and did replicate such as the bioassay analytical method. This is very useful because we can minimize the experimental error. And then the discussion and data analysis also will support with other research with same case study. Let's say the researchers said that spirulina have a highly nutritional value for health. also in their discussion part to prove and support the statement so that we can more believe to their research. Okay. For unanswered questions arise by the researcher, based on what me and Farah read, there were not so much unsolved questions arise from the researcher, but I can see that there were much possibilities stated by the researchers if they have any concern about the study, such as they solve all the concern by indicating proof from other researchers about things they might be not sure. They usually not put their statement itself. They must be have proof from other researchers, such as what I picked from one of the paragraph from their discussion. Other study agrees to their concern result with spirulina appears very favorable for low diet. So they state that spirulina appears very favorable for low diet. So they put the proof, although it was our result is also following the literature range, means that their statement is proven. Okay, so for future plans for research, okay, as we already know, the dietary fiber of spirulina have high nutrition for human body physiology. So, the present study, the past study, was focused on the determination of crude fiber in algae, such as the lignocellulose complex. This study was did by the researcher with the same journal. So for further studies, they plan to identify the polysaccharide of fibrous nature by using highly sophisticated technique. So they plan this kind of studies to make a more strong proof about how dietary fiber in spirulina give benefits to health. Okay, so for current issue pertaining to spirulina. Okay, so as we know, spirulina give more benefits to us, especially in nutritional value. So rising in demand of spirulina around the globe make it production rise from years to years, especially in Europe and America Latin. Okay, in 2018, the spirulina market size was about $348 and expect to be more increasing in 2026 to $779. Okay, why this is happen? Okay, this rising production and show some good signs because the rising production shows that people more aware and more want to consume spirulina, although it don't have any good taste, but they believe that spirulina have good nutrition value. So from that, the spirulina production demand from years to years. Okay, but there's also some problems happen. Poor sustainability of the color of spirulina and low stability of spirulina make their market growth to decrease in some area in Europe Latin because due to the forecast period of spirulina on the country itself. Okay, so as from this problem to happen, scientists need more to be eager to solve this problem soon, because if the problem more can be solved, people who want to consume spirulina in more colors will go back to green wine. Okay, so here you can look to the spirulina market on 2018 in the future. Okay, as what Farah mentioned, spirulina is a biomass of cyanobacteria, right? So the spirulina come from two types of Anthrospira species, which is Anthrospira platensis and Anthrospira maxima. But for the market, they prefer Anthrospira platensis to be harvested to be spirulina due to its compositional functional value in health and their taste. Okay, spirulina market application. Okay, the Anthrospira platensis we can make to more product other than spirulina, such as the cosmetic, food and beverage, animal feed and others. But they more prefer to be product as neuraceutical product because of their good health good health production in health. Okay, so that's what we found about journal that we have been read. So thank you.
Tekan merah ke?